Before the sun rises over the desert, you wake in a small mud brick home near the Nile. The air is cool and quiet. Today, like many days before, you will help build the Great Pyramid for the pharaoh. You stretch slowly, hearing distant workers already beginning their morning preparations as the first faint light appears over the desert horizon. Before work begins, you eat a simple breakfast with the other workers. Bread, onions, and beer, brewed from barley, provide strength for the long day ahead. The camp slowly fills with voices as hundreds of builders gather. Overseers move through the crowd, organizing teams while the rising sun begins to warm the golden desert sand. You walk with your team toward the enormous structure rising from the desert floor. The pyramid grows larger with every step. Workers move in every direction, carrying tools and supplies. The scale of the monument is almost overwhelming. Each stone placed brings the pharaoh one step closer to eternity. Your team prepares to move one of the heavy limestone blocks. Thick ropes are tied to a wooden sled beneath the stone. Together, dozens of workers pull in rhythm while others pour water onto the sand to reduce friction. Slowly, the massive stone slides forward toward the growing pyramid. Once the stone reaches the pyramid base, ramps lead upward along its sides. Carefully, the block is guided up the ramp with steady effort. The climb is slow but steady. From higher levels, the view stretches across the desert and the green ribbon of the Nile far in the distance. Stonemasons carefully position the block into place. They use wooden levers and stone tools to adjust it until it fits perfectly with the others. Precision is important. Each block must align exactly. The pyramid slowly grows higher with every carefully placed stone. When the sun climbs high above the desert, the overseers signal a short rest. The heat now presses heavily across the plateau, and even the stone beneath your feet feels warm. Workers slowly step away from the ramps and tools, gathering in small shaded areas beside supply carts and low stone walls. Some sit quietly, breathing deeply after the long morning of pulling and lifting heavy blocks beneath the blazing Egyptian sun. You drink cool water from a clay jar and eat a handful of sweet dates and coarse bread. Around you, tired builders laugh quietly and share stories of their villages along the Nile. Despite the hard work, there is a sense of pride among the workers. Everyone knows they are helping build something that will stand for generations. A monument that will honor the pharaoh long after their own lives have passed. Soon, the rest ends, and the overseers call the workers back to their tasks. Teams return to the ramps and ropes, tightening their grips as another massive limestone block is prepared for transport. The construction site comes alive again with movement. The sound of wooden sleds scraping across sand and the steady rhythm of workers pulling together fills the hot desert air. You take your place along the rope beside dozens of others. At the overseer's signal, everyone leans forward and pulls as one. The stone slowly begins to move, sliding across the wet sand toward the ramp. Sweat runs down your face as the team works in careful rhythm. Each movement must be controlled, because even a small mistake could send the heavy block sliding dangerously. Later in the afternoon, your task changes. Instead of pulling stones, you join a group of builders shaping blocks for the upper layers of the pyramid. Sitting beside a pile of rough limestone, you carefully strike the surface using a copper chisel and wooden mallet. Small flakes of stone scatter onto the sand with every controlled strike. The work requires patience and precision. Each block must fit tightly against the others so the pyramid grows smooth and strong. Fine white dust drifts through the air as dozens of workers carve and shape stone nearby. The steady tapping of tools echoes across the construction site like a slow rhythm carried by the desert wind. Not far away, scribes and overseers watch the progress of the builders. One sits beneath a small shade canopy, writing carefully on a sheet of papyrus using black ink. He records the number of stones placed and the work completed by each team throughout the day. Although the labor is demanding, the workers are well organized and provided with food, water, and shelter in the nearby village. Many take pride in their role here. Building the pharaoh's pyramid is not simply work. It is seen as a duty to the kingdom and the gods, ensuring the ruler's journey into the afterlife. As the afternoon slowly fades, the harsh desert light begins to soften. Long shadows stretch across the sand as the sun sinks lower toward the western horizon. The overseers finally signal the end of the day's labor, and the workers gradually set down their tools. You pause for a moment and look back at the towering pyramid. It stands slightly taller than it did this morning, another layer of stone added by hundreds of hands working together. Quiet satisfaction spreads among the builders as they begin the slow walk back toward their village beside the Nile. Back in the workers' village, small fires begin to glow between the mud brick homes. Families gather for a simple evening meal of bread, vegetables, and beer. The sounds of quiet conversation replace the noise of stone and tools that filled the day. Above the desert, the sky slowly darkens and countless stars appear. In the distance, the pyramid rises silently against the night. Tomorrow, the work will begin again. Stone by stone, day by day, the great monument continues to grow, built by the steady hands of thousands of workers like you.